again. I just gathered some supplies and I am ready to show you how you can draw a frog. I'll also show you some sight word froggy fun today. So you'll need a piece of paper, something to draw with, some scissors, and anything you'd like to color. Maybe markers or even crayons. It's up to you. We'll draw first and then I'll show you the sight words. After our art project, I'll show you an art teacher that's going to teach us another way we can make a frog at home that is so neat. I can't wait. Okay, well, with your paper, you're going to make sure, number one, that you want your paper to be horizontal. Which way? Horizontal. You got it. Side to side. And we're going to start by drawing kind of a circle, kind of an oval in just about the middle of our page. Around, just like that. Then we're going to make our little froggy eyes on top of our frog. So I'm going to draw 2 circles. Circle number 1, circle number 2. Now hopefully when you're drawing, you're using a pencil because we're going to have to erase the lines there so that our frog eyes are on top of our froggy body. There we go. Almost erased. Pretty good. Now I'm going to draw black circles inside for my frog's eyes. Number 1 and number 2. And you know what? I might color in my circles all the way today. I didn't really save enough white space. You could do either or. Now I have his eyes. Now I'm going to make his little froggy nose. And it's going to be like a little rainbow. Rainbow. And then 2 little dots for his nose. Dot, dot. Then I'm going to do an upside down rainbow, or like the letter U for a smile. U. He's a happy frog. Now I'm going to make my frog's legs on either side. So I'm going to start at one side towards the bottom, and I'm going to draw around down, almost like half of a heart. Then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So watch. I'm going to put my pencil on my paper. I'm going to pick it back up in the air, and I'm going to draw an invisible line so I know where to start. Boop! I'm going to make a dot. And then I'm going to do the same thing for the bottom of my frog leg. I'm going to put my pencil on my paper, pick it up, make an invisible line across. Doot! So I know when I go around for this frog leg, it's going to match up. Around, down. Pretty good. He's got 2 big froggy legs. Now I'm going to give him his little froggy toes. 1, 2, 3. Little froggy toes. 1, 2, 3. And remember, if you don't like the way something looks, you can always use your handy dandy eraser to go back and fix it. I'm sure your art is going to look amazing though. Now I'm going to draw my other 2 frog legs. This is where I need to erase some of my lines here. I'm going to draw them down in front of his body. Number 1, 2 lines down, and they're pretty parallel lines. Down and down. 2 more. Down and down. Now there's a little part that I have to erase that's in between those 2 parallel lines because I want it to look like my frog legs are in front of my frog because he's sitting down on the ground. Now I got to give him his toes. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There his little frog feet. Ribbit, ribbit. Now I'm going to make my ground. And between where I made his big leg and his toes, I'm going to draw a line. All the way across. All the way across. It could be a little lumpy because it's the ground, and sometimes the ground has some holes or bumps in it. Then I'm going to make 2 things that you might see at a pond. I'm going to draw a tall line up and over like the letter, can you tell what letter that is? Y. You got it. Now do the same thing on the other side. Up and down. Then I'm going to make an oval. It almost looks like marshmallows. An oval, an oval. And at the top of my oval, I'm going to put a little line. You could see these plants at a pond. There we go. Then, if you want, you can add polka dots to your frog, kind of like on the front cover of our story there were polka dots. It's up to you, whatever you choose. And you can add some color. Now, I'm going to show you another way that you could have some froggy fun at home. Let me put this over here so we have some space. Okie dokie. Now, I grabbed some green paper, but you could grab any kind of paper. It can be recycled paper. It can be white paper. Anything you have at home. Even if you have cardboard or even if you have a cereal box, you could use it. Today we're going to turn this paper into lily pads. And I grabbed 2 pieces of paper. If you don't have 2 pieces of paper, you can get something else. And you're going to take it and fold it in half if you want more than just 2 lily pads. There we go, kind of like a book. Now, I'm going to draw a circle on my paper and stop. I'm going to make kind of like Pac-Man, if you've ever seen Pac-Man before. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. Think circle, stop. So I'm going to start to draw my circle, watch. Circle, circle, circle. It's almost oh! Well, I made a letter. What letter did I make? C, very good. Now I'm going to draw part of a triangle like the letter V inside of my C. Down, up, ta-da! Now I'm going to put my cap on my marker and I'm going to cut. I'm going to take my time and do my personal best. I'm going to cut around and I'm keeping my paper folded because I want more than one. Can you tell what this is going to be? I know I said it looked like Pac-Man, but it's actually something that frogs like to jump on. A lily pad. You got it. Now I have some lily pads. Now on each lily pad, and yours could be different sizes, each lily pad I'm going to write a sight word that I know that I need to practice. I know this is a sight word I need to practice. F. R. Do you know that sight word? 4. Very good. Here's another one that's a little tricky. H-E-R-E. Do you know that word? Here. Very good. So we have 4 here. Let me think of another one. Tell me one sight word. That is a great sight word. Good thinking. It's kind of like the word the, but it has a Y at the end of it. Do you know that sight word? They. Very good. And this is the last one. Let me think. Think. Ooh. 3 letters, but it can be a little tricky. Do you know that sight word? Oh, kiss your brain, you got it. So I wrote sight words on my lily pads. Now, you could write sight words like I did, or you could write anything else. You could write math facts like 7 and 3, and you'd have to solve the math fact. You could write letters or sounds if you're still working on your letter sounds. And I'm going to make this into a froggy fun game. I'm going to put them on the floor, and then I'm going to put them really in any order I want. And I could even do this outside. If I don't have paper, I could do it with sidewalk chalk. And I'm going to pretend with my 2 fingers that this is me. And every time I read a word, I can hop onto it. Watch. 4. Here. They. And all. So I hopped onto each one of my lily pads. But like I said, they don't have to be sight words. You could make them into anything that you are practicing or learning right now in school. If you have an older brother or an older sister that are learning maybe some tricky math facts like multiplication or even division, they could even use these lily pads as an idea to help them have some froggy fun at home this weekend too. Or really any day of the week, huh? Well, I had so much fun teaching you how to draw a frog, and with our lily pad fun idea, I can't wait to see if you make your own frog or practice some froggy fun with lily pads at home. Our next thing that we're going to do is say hello to our special guest. She sent us a video that I'll make sure to link so that you can be able to see it because it is such a neat art project. Say hi to Mrs. Laslavic and tell her thanks so much for making the video. Have fun! Happy creating!